Opening face-off just moments away. There's been a healthy buzz for this one. Now it's time to see if it lives up to the hype. Scores! And a little home cooking pays off as they get on the board quickly here.
Gotta love the home cooking, James, as this team really fires up the crowd with that start and sending a clear message they want this game. As a goaltender, you're always working on different exercise, tracking with your eyes, foot movements, everything that power pushes you across the crease, and unfortunately this time he's just too slow getting across, and it hits him and goes to the back of the net.
Brinus' aggressive start has led to a quick lead in this one.
Yeah, urgency, fast feet, and aggressive, and because of it, they're rewarded with that early goal.
Favle's got a hold of the puck off the draw. And that goes off the face of the goaltender.
Oh, you can see him shaking his head a little bit. He gets rattled, his bell rung on that shot.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Brinus is ahead 1-0. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Takes the feed. Oh, look at this. Oh, he destroys them on the play.
In order to dictate the tempo of the game right at the onset of it, you want to make your opponent think and hear you coming, and that's what he does with that first hit.
Oh, nice use of the boards with the pink pass. And he sends it across to Nelson. Referee signals penalty coming up here with a delayed call. Whistle blows, stopping the play.
Coaches don't like these kind of penalties, James. You got the lead, you got control of the game, you're playing confident, and now all of a sudden, you retrieve back on your heels because you're killing.
And their first chance to use the man advantage.
Well, an opportune time for a power play and to garner some momentum in this game. You're trailing by one. You got to find a way to win the draw and get the puck to the net quickly. Open up the lanes and shoot the puck.
Brinus is in now. They dump it into the opposite end. Drills them. Here's a blast. And he gets in front of that one-timer. Denies him again.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Scott's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Brinus has got it in the offensive zone. Oh, it's scores! Go Shorty! It's a shorthanded one at that.
And this could be a turning point in the game, James. I mean, when you're on the PK and you look to attack like they did, that's unbelievable to recognize the opportunity to jump. And man, did they jump. And they end up capitalizing off of it. Typically, the goaltender may stop this puck, James, but I don't think he could because he wasn't set to position. And that's what happens when you have a D-zone turnover.
Another face-off looming here on this power play. Sends the pass over. And he's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here. And there's the whistle stopping the play. Lindblom's getting called for tripping on the play.
He's such a dangerous penalty killer because he's not afraid to pounce on loose pucks as we saw earlier with the shorthanded goal. But now, he's the one in the box.
Brinus has won the draw. And the puck clears the zone. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. Sends it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And they're going to be shorthanded once again, much to the chagrin of these fans. What is that? Is that 3 in a row now?
Yeah, that's 3 in a row. You got it. And the fans certainly don't like it, but it's not up to them, is it? But now they're back to the PK. So difficult to get any kind of flow in a game when you're marching to the penalty box.
They'll have a lot of time to work with this 5-on-3.
Power play, you have so much ice available. You have to forget about the shorty you gave up earlier. Listen, you got the player advantage, you got to take it.
And he makes the easy save. regain possession along the boards. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Umea's got the puck along the boards.
I think he does a great job of getting to position here, James, to be able to get that shot off. He gets it off fast and quick. He just misses wide.
Time running out with this man advantage. Here we go. Across the line and on the attack. Here's a shot. Puck goes off the glove. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here. Gavlet's been very impressive to watch in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in the first. Play is back underway here. Here's the blast. Umea's power play is off the inside of the post, and we play on. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Gavlet's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Made the stop on the play. Just wide.
Well, he certainly tags this one here, James. I mean, the puck's moving fast. It's heavy, but guess what? It doesn't hit the net, so it doesn't matter.
Fires it on net. Scores! And just like that, they take that momentum away.
Well, that's a huge shift. I mean, listen, their opponent scores, and instead of allowing them to build the confidence on it, they stomp it out right away. That's exactly what you want to do if you want to be a competitive team. Well, this D-zone turnover certainly caught the goaltender off guard, James, and he was unable to get set to position. And when this happens, often one area of the net is exposed. This time it's down low, and a goal ensues.
Point shot! And that got caught up in traffic and goes off the stick. Handles the puck. Let's get the call.
You don't see that too often, a game misconduct, so he's gone for the game, really affecting the lineup his team's put behind the 8-ball.
And a man advantage unit comes out to go to work.
First opportunity on the power play in this game, and specialty teams are the difference so many times in a game. Huge for them to set the tone and really get the setup and the looks they're looking for.
Oh, my, you can feel that from here.
Well, that has to hurt. He's getting up slowly. The whole body rattles when you get hit like that.
Off a stick. Wrist shot from the slot. It's in the back of the net. He scores.
A couple goals in a minute 50, James.
Incredible. And look at this. We've got a brand new game now.
Well, comfortable lead. It goes by the wayside. Giddy up. Well, this is an energy shift and one that coaches love. When you barrel in on the forecheck and you separate the body from puck, you're not afraid. You're showing your team that you want to be relentless and drive the paint. That's exactly what he does, and he finds himself with a goal.
Umea's even things up here in the back half of the first.
Well, yeah, they're more connected right now, James. I felt like they started the period, they were back on their heels, and they couldn't get out of their zone with any type of continuity. Well, now they've kind of righted the ship right now. They're in their rhythm, and they've got back to an equal score.
And lowers the boom with a big-time hit.
Well, this is a message-sending hit, isn't it? When you get all of your opponent and you're able to separate
The ball, I think that caught the inside of the post. Devastating hit there.
Oh, painful, James. I felt that one in the broadcast booth.
Here's the whistle. We've got an offside. Hope everyone's enjoying the game here tonight. Another big face-off here on this power play. And they win that draw at center. Sends it to the opposite corner. Scores! And they've gone ahead, and it comes short-handed.
Well, and that's just a dagger, isn't it, James? Being aggressive, anticipating an active stick, and getting on your horse and creating opportunity when you're on the PK.
Umea's gone in front by a goal here in the first.
Well, I really like the way they've competed here, James. They get the go-ahead goal, but they got to find a way to continue to attack. You got to play with killer instinct, especially when there's so much time left.
And he's taken down. The official's arm signaling for a penalty. Let's see the call here.
flesh and blood, James. The PK unit, they got to beat a task.
A 5-on-3 with plenty of time to work with here coming up.
Well, a timely power play at this juncture of the game, James, to even it up. This is huge for this power play. Your big stars, they need to shine.
And he stops that cannon there. Wow. Up inside the defensive zone, trying to clear the puck. Umea's got the puck. Throws it in. From the point, looks to make something happen. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Well, each team is going to lose a player here. It's going to be an offsetting call. He's not going to be able to return to the game, James. I mean, that injury that he suffered earlier is going to keep him out. This is a tough loss for their team.
No, and you clearly kind of know where you stand from a coaching standpoint now, but that is a serious blow to the lineup here for the rest of the game. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you got to love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
Good stand-up hit. And that puck leaves the zone. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Here's a shot. Stopped with ease. Tees off the wing, Tyler. Oh, and another stop. Oh, he hammered him on the play.
This is just a thunderous hit. Talk about physical engagement. He got all of them, James.
That was big time.
Well, the refs have seen enough in this one now, and they're going to get offsetting penalties or coincidentals.
They'll go back to work on their special teams. Umea's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Scores! And they do it again and again and again.
Now, the coaches will be preaching, listen, have no mercy. Continue the pounding, continue the beating, because they are on a roll. Well, he's known for his intimidating shot from distance, James, and he gets all of this one. I'll tell you, if I was coming out to the point to block it, I'd be flamingoing.
And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck.
Umea's been working hard around the net, James, and they're getting a lot of shot opportunities, but a little fine shooting here, and they're hitting a lot of posts. James, this is a completely full circle play. I mean, he initiates the contact that separates the player from puck so they maintain and get possession. And then all of a sudden he gets caught up in the play and gets the goal. So he starts it and he finishes it.
Rips it along the wall. Scores! And look who's at it again!
Well, you don't replicate these nights very often, James. You got to appreciate them when you get them and continue to pad the stats.
Umea's taken advantage of their opportunities offensively so far here in this first. More shots, more goals. Now over to Forsberg. Dumps it in. Prentice has got possession of the puck. Shot from the wall. And it's a much-needed whistle for the injured player who's down on the ice.
Let's have another look at that hit there, James. I mean, he looks shaken up.
Umea's execution has been on point so far here in this first period. Quick shot. Just wide. Oh, up the outside of the frame.
Umea is trying to increase their lead, and they're sitting pretty comfortable right now. Just
Loses his check. He's on the breakaway. Let's see what the officials are calling. York's going to serve a pair for interference.
the refs are calling a really tight game, and man, this has been a parade to the penalty box, and the entire bench looks agitated, and as a result, they keep taking more.
Nice job to escape the zone. Hit along the boards, and those walls are rattling.
Well, when you're along the wall, you gotta have your head up, and you better be good in small spaces, and you can't get out of the way of this thunderous hit.
And it's a short-handed breakaway. Scores! And the pylon continues, and these home fans, I think, to roll on as the centers get ready for the face-off. Armstrong about to right foot shot. Dismiss that chance. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Whistle stops the play.
Well, it's tough to see him go to the box. He's such a huge part of their penalty kill. He even got a shorthanded goal earlier.
Huge opportunity for the power play as they'll start with a 5-on-3. That'll do it for period number 1. We'll drop the puck on the second period in just moments.
Gable's received an update that their player who was injured earlier in the game will not be returning, so they need to get creative here, juggle those lines, and try and get some upbeat tempo going here because that's some unfortunate news.
Have to say, not surprised based on what we saw earlier. Thanks very much for the latest on that. Special teams so important. Can they capitalize on this power play here with a face-off? Cavaliers power play gets back to work here as we are underway in the period. They win the draw. Receives the pass. Rips it. Denies him. He got all of it. From a tight angle, throws it on net. Solid stop on the play there.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Scores! And there is a much-needed counterpunch from the other end.
Well, they've closed the gap, but the next shift is the most important. The ability to have energy and try and get that puck and get another one on the board. Oh, you could just feel this one coming, couldn't you, James? I mean, they're on the power play, and what an effective one it was. I mean, they are pressuring all over the ice. Even when they lose it, they are first on retrieval, just hounding it, and they wore the PK unit down. They looked for their moment, and they converted.
Puck picked up by Silverberg. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Wow, hit on the play. Oh, my.
Yeah, you clearly knew what he was doing here. He got all of them, tags them, knowing full well that he's going to disengage that.
Beat the goaltender, the puck beat the post. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Well, with that hit, you can certainly sense that the frustration has boiled over. James is at a tipping point. They're getting blown out in this game. But honestly, it's their problem. It's their issue because they weren't ready to start. They did not start on time, and there was none of that physical presence earlier in the game.
Takes the feed. Denies him with a save. Jimenez got the puck behind the net. Oh, and he lays it up for his pick there. There's some shots of energy they need. Quick pass across to Silverberg.
Well, we saw the hit, James. We know how hard it was, so it's not surprising to see that he is laboring, really struggling to get back to the bench.
Taken by Silverberg. And the puck escapes the zone, and they'll be forced to tag up. Takes a moment behind the net. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Breakaway! Oh, misses the net! Oh!
That's a tough one, James, when you're in that spot and you're unable to put it between the pipe. But I think he just rushed his shot, and as you can see, it cleans off the end boards.
Collision along the boards. Puck grab by Johnson Fjolby. Answered the call there. Between his legs. That's not going to fool him. Takes the feed from
their work boots on and try and kick it into high gear if they even want an opportunity to claw their way back in this game.
They've got numbers. Scores! And look at this. Suddenly they're right back into it.
I really like their response here, James. They're able to capitalize on the opportunity and it gets them within two. And this two-goal deficit, it almost feels like there's a little hope now in the game. And if they can get one more, you'll recognize that the momentum will completely shift. And they used their speed on this counter-attack and gave themselves an odd-man advantage here, James. And what they did was they capitalized. They had multiple looks. They could pass it, they could shoot it. Goaltender couldn't figure it out, and it winds up in the back of the net. Nielsen's been so efficient with the puck tonight, James. I mean, sometimes it is a struggle, and other nights it just feels easy, and that's what it feels like here for him tonight. He wants that puck. You can see him communicating with his teammates. He wants it. He wants to shoot it. He's all around the net, and he's buried it already for a hat trick.
Rinus has got it, and they're on the attack. Denies him with the save. Oh, son of a hard crash against the wall.
Well, he's definitely not at 100%. Really banged up out there, but he wants to continue to compete, James. He's not looking to get off.
Answered the call on that play. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Dumps the puck in. Moves it quickly over to Trevino. Rinus is moving it into the offensive end. Slides it across. And he comes up with the stop there. Grabs the puck in the corner. Knocked away. Grabs control of it at the point. Scores! Break out the clutch here on the steal because that's four unanswered.
Well, it's incredible. You can tell that they are moving and shaking. They're getting the puck going north. They're transitioning so fast. And man, do they have their opponent on their heels. You know it's a hard shot when the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still trickles in.
Rinus' goal late here in period number 2 has given them new life here late.
They'll need to take that life and re-energize themselves, but it's been all about good habits, not getting frustrated at the score, finding a way to put it in. They just did it.
You'll need more than that to beat them. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Rinus' goal scorers need to find a way to finish on some of these chances as they continue to trail here late in this middle frame. Play is back underway. Quick shot on goal. With the one-timer. Denies him. Tries to feed it over to Forsberg. Can't hang on to the puck after taking it off. Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the ozone. Over the boards and right into the bench. That's like sleeping with the enemy.
Hey, it's embarrassing that you're in there, James, but he also took a huge hit. So the combination of the two, he's got to collect himself here and try to get into some composure and get back on the ice.
Scores! Off the pipe and bulging the twine.
Well, it's a game of inches, isn't it? And this time, those inches, they work in his favor. They go right into the net. When you're behind in a game, James, sometimes you can get frustrated, rattled, and you can start to really see the body language go down, but they have stuck with it. They've clawed their way back, and they're in the game now.
Rinus' push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing, too, James. Yeah, at the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
Brings the iron.
Rinus is trying to gain some momentum in a tied game here, but it's tough to do, and they keep winning them off the post.
Well, there you go. 40 minutes in the books. All right, friends, go grab yourself some water, get hydrated, and then buckle up because we got an exciting third period coming up in moments.
With hot food and ice-cold beverages, now's your chance to join us at one of our many concession stands located throughout the stadium.
for some more hockey. Welcome back to EA Sports Savalsky Pounder. And here we go with period number 3, moments away. I'm surprised I've got a voice here, period number 3, after all those goals scored for the first 40. And that goes off a player. Dished on over to Nelson. There's a hit, and he's trying to leave everything out there on the ice tonight. Takes the puck. The lane was plugged up, and that shot's blocked. Delayed penalty coming up here. Big time hit in the corner boards. And the puck stopper tags his man to get the extra attacker on the ice. Whistle blows, stopping the play. Lindblom's getting a pair in the sin bin for boarding.
This is a frustrating situation, James, just taking a whackload of penalties and really unable to get any momentum in this game because they're shorthanded the whole time.
Good clearing attempt to breathe. They score! A shorthanded goal puts them in front.
Well, they're rolling. To go out there and stymie the power play. Instead, they go the other way. They recognize the opportunity, and they get a goal.
Brinus is on their way to victory if they can hold down this lead through the rest of the third.
Well, it's all about game management, but they can't just sit back and hold on. Otherwise, their opponent, they will look to attack, and they will take advantage. Put them back on their heels. Be in the offensive zone where they can't get an opportunity to attack you.
Umea's got a hold of it along the wall. Just slide to the net. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And he gets the job done. Big thumbs up clearing that one. Takes it to the net. Trying to pick the corner and miss the net.
There's so many things that he does well here, James. He fights for the interior of the ice, and he gets a great look and just misses wide. Lindblom's almost ready to get back on the ice.
He scores! Tying!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. You know what amazes me, James? The ability to pull that shot off. Get it into the feet quickly, but the accuracy. So you're quick with the release, but you find the back of the net with pinpoint precision.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Umea's won the draw. Sends it in deep. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end.
Peg's certainly been option A in the offensive zone for his line mates here tonight, James. Multiple one-timers directed towards the net. Finally, he's able to convert on that last one for a goal. You got to hand it to his teammates, though. Teed it up for him, and he unloaded to cash in.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Oh, and they can't keep the puck in the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Goaltender covers up, and we'll get a face-off.
Johnson Fialbi's finally going to get on the score sheet here after multiple scoring chances, James. Love to see the expected goals after this one. But you could feel it coming, couldn't you? I mean, he's been all around the net. He's had the puck on his stick. He's had all the right habits, found himself in all the right spots. Nice to see him finally connect.
And that's broken up. Moves the puck. Cavaliers looking to break out. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Nielsen's not going to be able to return to this game here, James. We just got updated that the injury he suffered earlier is going to keep him out.
Unfortunate break there for them, and they'll have to push on through for the rest of this one. On their heels, trying to clear. And he's able to move the puck across the blue line and out of harm's way. Turn that one aside. Dropped him in the open ice. Umea's got a hold of it against the wall. Whiffs on that. Umea's penalty killer's got a hold of it. Gets it out of his own end. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Here's a short pass to Trevino. Oh, some strong physicality on the play. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone.
Athletes are so competitive. He didn't just stay down. He got back up, James, and he's making his way towards the bench. But you can possession. You have to separate body from puck. Coaches love these plays, right? You're not the one that's necessarily going to gain possession, but you're going to create it.
Quick feed to Norlinder. Oh, he blocked him.
Oh, that's got to feel terrible, James. I mean, he finished his hit right through his check.
Both sides lining up for the face-off, and I can think of one padded goaltender who would love nothing more than a quick clear here, Cheryl.
You know it, James, because the puck has been in the offensive zone. Just look at the last shift where they maintained pressure throughout that shift until they got that whistle. So they'll need to continue that, because if you're the opponent and you're saying, hey, who's most vulnerable right now? You know it's the goaltender, so you want to keep him hemmed in. Now you have to look at the personnel to see who gets the advantage here, because it's coincidental, but it's who the team loses that really matters.
Sends it in on the attack. Oh, they'll be forced to start over at center as the puck leaves the zone. Sends it over to Bjork.
Forsberg's going to have to keep his head up, James. I mean, he caused that injury on a hometown player, and the crowd is frustrated, and they're booing every time he touches the puck.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. Olofsson's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Oh, he blocked! And they're not going to stand for this here, Cheryl.
No, I mean, you see that injury, and it's a dangerous play, and so as a teammate, you come in and you want to defend your teammate that's injured. Now, you have to do it, James. There's no place in the game for that.
Well, a pretty spirited, some might say justified response after he took out his teammate.
Well, yeah, and you knew they weren't going to let anyone get pushed around on their team, and it's a tough to watch someone get injured on a play, but stepping in, having the courage to do it and stand up for your teammate, I think the entire bench likes that.
Cavaliers got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
Well, the power play hasn't been great. The coaching staff knows that it is right now at this critical time, and they have to settle their team down. The stars, they're big players. They got to walk out.
Oh, it goes right up the post.
That's an unlucky bounce as the shooter is driving in and just sees an opening, but unable to convert as it goes off of the pipe and out.
Quick feed down low. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly if he doesn't want to get banged again.
And he's able to handle that one. From the back of the cage with the puck. Oh, here we go. This team knows how to turn up another gear, and they have done that here. And there's the whistle as the goaltender will hang on for a much-needed stoppage. A critical draw here. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Boom! Scores! The go-ahead. Goal puts them in front.
Well, now they're in front, James, so they'll have some energy. You know that their first few strides will be more urgent, but they'll have to be accountable on the other side of the puck as well.
Cavaliers been very active offensively tonight, but they just have not been able to finish any scoring chances here late in the third. Slides the puck over. Nearing the final minute of regulation. Brinis is across the blue line. Into the empty net, they score!
Oh, this is a tough one to take. You have the extra attacker on the ice. One miscue goes 200 feet and is in the back of the net.
Brinis has leveled the playing field with that big-time goal here in the third.
And usually at the late stages of a game like this, when it's tied, the victor is the one that goes for it and knows that they have to find a way to execute. If you're too worried about making a mistake, you're going to sit back and you're going to have the game taken to you.
And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Silverberg's been a highlight reel of how to distribute the puck. They should carve this one up and show it to everyone in the video room. Just the multiple ways he's threading the needle. And you don't open that lane if you don't know how to create space when you have the puck. So he's got heavy IQ, he scans, and he processes as well.
Heads deep inside the offensive zone. Oh, absolutely hammers him. And the puck leaves the offensive end. They'll be forced to do it over from center. Stoppage in play as we get an offside.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. And they'll dump it in. Umea's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Brinis has got a hold of the puck now. That's sent in deep. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming.
Sometimes it's all working for you, James, and it's all working for him tonight. And you wish you could just circle these dates on the calendar and remember them and recall them when you're facing adversity, because everything seems to be working for him tonight. When it's on his stick, when it's off his stick, his shot, everything is looking good. A multiple-point effort in this one so far.
There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Quick shot off the draw. Off target. And with that, we are heading to overtime. Get those OT picks in on social media, and we will see if we can find a winner next. Puck is dropped on overtime. Let's find out if there's any heroes out there. Here's a shot from the boards. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Puck is dropped. Quick shot. Here's a blast from the boards. And that was a good heads-up read to make that save. Deflected in front. Stopped by the goaltender. Umea's got the puck in the defensive end. Takes a hit on the play. Gavley's got the puck along the wall. Shot along the wall. Turns him away. And now he moves it quickly to Norlinder. And that's blocked from someone in front. And he puts that one aside with ease. From along the wall. A shot. And we'll get a reset after the puck goes up and out of play.
That hit there right there tells me, James, that you got to do what it takes if you want to win close games. And this one's as close as it gets in overtime. And he really has been a barometer for his team.
Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, they'll want to continue with the sustained pressure because the goaltender, he is fatigued.
Play is back underway here. Here's a blast. Grabbed along the boards by Norlinder. And a good save on the play as action continues. Brinis is moving it along the wing. That save, you've got to be better than that. Umea's got control of the puck. What a hit, and that'll wear down the opposition.
If you can put a couple of these shifts together, you have your opponent on their heels, but you have to find a way to convert and drive the net.
Thunderous collision on the play, and look at the bench set up. Nice, he's got a step, brings it off the iron.
Well, he knew what he was going to do coming in one-on-one with the goaltender. Looked real confident in it, but man, he just missed by inches. That one's unlucky. It hits the post and comes out. Scott's quick release was on. Fine display right there, James. I mean, he was able to get the shot off, but he wires it off the post. Sometimes that's a testament to the goaltender being good position when you miss by inches.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Puck is dropped, we're back into a quick shot. Made that stop. Umea's gained possession along the boards. Oh, he's handed right onto the bench. New meaning to in one.
He's in there, isn't he? And everyone's kind of giving a shove, trying to get him out of there. That's embarrassing. Anytime you got to put your head down and get back to the bench, that's tough. You're going to get razzed when you get back to your own.
And a direct hit right there. And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Oh, this has been a hot night as the horn sounds. Overtime still decides nothing. Will we get a hero in the shootout? Absolutely, and we'll find out who it is next. Scores! What a shot!
Well, that's what we call a snipe, James. I mean, he just recognizes that the goaltender's deep in the crease and puts it away. It always amazes me how quick...
Shuts it down, what a save!
Huge save. You can tell that he wanted that one.
Lindblom set to go here on the back half of round number 2, and he needs a goal. Scores! Wow, what a hammer!
Yeah, he was waiting for the goaltender to make the first move, and once he saw the opening, the flick of the wrist and buried the puck.
What a save on the shootout!
Well, he makes himself as big as possible. There's no holes.
You can look at his teammates' faces on that bench. They are exhausted. They'd love to see him win it right now. And we will play on.
Wasn't able to finish it off with the game on his stick, and it goes the other way, and that's a tough one to handle.
And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all the shooting angles.
Dangles between his legs. Reads it perfectly and makes the save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
Stopped. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy.
You sound like my youngest child, crisscross applesauce there. And guess what? The goaltender, he didn't get to...
Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
Well, with today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, on the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
And we're not going home just yet.
And he bangs his stick on the ice as he knew what he had on it, and it was a win.
Tonight on the play.
So efficient, calm, and moves smoothly to make the save.
Kopaka's ready to go. And he can win it. And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice, James, goaltenders want work on this, so do shoot.
Shuts the door there.
Well, does a great job of anticipating the play here, James, and makes the save.
Pedersen's got the game on his stick. A goal here. And he wins it. Stops it. This might be turning into a save-out instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender, and he's got...
Makes the save and will play on.
Patience personified outweighs the shooter, James.
Trevino's got a chance to be the hero if he can. Makes the save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about him is telling you that he's confident and composed right now.
And he turns it aside.
He does a great job on this shootout here, James, and there's so much pressure on you, but you have to embrace it, and that's exactly what he does. He looks confident, he looks composed.
There it is! Your shootout winner! Wow! What a finish! And that'll do it from this one here tonight for all of us at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Good night.